Well, hello, good morning everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back and I hope you guys are doing fantastic out there. In this video today, I have a new offering. I'm very excited about this one. This is from OLIGHT and this is their brand new Ostation 2 Pro. Now this is a 3-in-1 smart battery charger. It will analyze the batteries, it will charge the batteries, and it will even organize your batteries. And unlike the original Ostation, this one will charge AA's and AAA's. That's pretty cool. Charges all your standard AA and AAA nickel metal hydride batteries, as well as Ostation 1.5 volt AA rechargeable lithium batteries. Here is the side of the package. You can see that it does have a 2-year warranty. On the back of the package you can see some contact information for OLIGHT, and then of course on the side here you can see a QR code. If you feel free to scan that code and take a look at what they're showing there. Here is the box on the front. The packaging is pretty nice. I want to say thank you to OLIGHT for sending this out for review. Let's open this up and see what's inside. Right here, right on the top, right out the gate, we have the user manual. We'll definitely dive into that here in a second. We do see a charging cable or a power cable. So it looks like we have a USB-C here and a USB-C there. So very neat. And one end, as you can see, is red. It's kind of cool. This is a power block, and I don't have enough nails to get in there, but this will plug into your standard household outlet and it provides USB-C power. So very nice that they include this with this Ostation 2 Pro. So that's included. We'll slide this off. As you can see, it comes packaged very well. Nice foam inserts and stuff. Nothing left in the box, so we'll set the box aside. We'll pull the foam inserts off. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Is there anything else in there? I don't see anything, so we'll set that back. And as you can see, it comes in this really nice plastic bag. In the event that shipping might, you know, maybe the package gets left out in the rain or something like that, it's definitely protected. Not only the way they package it, but the way it's shipped. So here is a first look at the unit. There's the front. There's the side. Here's the back. Here's the other side. Here is the top. Very nice. And then of course here is the bottom. And hopefully you can read that. Hopefully the lighting's good enough for you to read that. This is a nice looking unit. It's got a little tray there that slides out. And then it's got these little bins for AAA batteries in the top and AA batteries in the bottom. So the door opens up and you put your AAA's here, and you put this door here for your AA's. This is where the power is. But before we get this thing plugged into power, I do want to look at this user manual. So starting here right on the front, you can see what's in the box. You get one Ostation 2 Pro. You get the USB-C to USB-C charging cable, you get the user manual and the power adapter. And I want to take a closer look at this power adapter just to make sure that we're able to read that information in case there's anybody out there that wants to read those specifications. Let's flip it over and look at the other side. I don't know how good the light was just a second ago, but that's what that looks like. Very nice. So here's the user manual, table of contents. We're going to flip right into the English portion. Right here there is the product overview. And figure 2 right there shows you the USB input port. And it says that the bottom has silicone bottom pads. I forgot to mention here on the side of the unit, you can see right there that it flips out and you can charge flashlights via MCC. So that's at 1 amp, 5 volt 1 amp. Here are some specifications of the unit. Very cool. So it'll charge 2 AA's and 2 AAA's all at the same time. You can hold 12 AA's or 12 AAA's. Very, very cool. Weighs 2.73 pounds or 1.24 kilograms, 6.3 inches by 3.54 inches by 8.2 inches tall. Now, instructions for use: connect the right angle portion and then load the batteries. Drop the batteries into the correct compartments. No need to check the polarity. So you just drop them in. Very cool. Table 2. Sleep mode, auto sleep mode, and then there's some operating instructions right there. If you want to scan that QR code, it'll give you instructions. Figure 7, to turn on the device, tap the screen and enter settings, then tap connection. Then you go to my device, tap the icon. I don't think we're going to need to do all that. Here's some English information here. Warnings and an exclusion clause, all these other languages, and then of course more languages on the back. So very nice. It looks pretty simple of a unit, not too hard to figure out. Let's go ahead and open up this charging cable. We'll put the right angle portion on the back of the unit here. And then we'll flip this thing around. Actually, I'm going to go the other way because my power is going to be in the other direction. That's the beauty of USB-C. So we'll run this power cord over here to my power inverter on my bench here. I do have a Type-C port, and as you can see, this thing just illuminated. And the screen is checking the status, charging status, it says. Now there's lots of different batteries that you can use on this Ostation 2 Pro. These are AAA batteries. These are nickel metal hydrides. So let me see if I can crack these open. So I just have this little package of 4 here. So we're going to just open the AAA door and just start dropping them in there. It doesn't matter the orientation. You literally just throw them in and the unit will put them where they need to be. So there's some AAA's. You can also do some of these AA lithium ions. So these are specific for the Ostation. There's 4 of them here, and these are 3150 milliamp hour. So again, these are nice because these are lithium ion batteries. So we'll open those and we'll get those in. I'm excited. These are 1.5 volt. These aren't 14500s. And if you had the lithium AAA's, they're not 10440s. Those 14500s and 10440s have a higher voltage. So I like that OLIGHT has made it very clear that these are 1.5 volts. You can see it right there on the side. So we'll open up the AA door and I'll just dump them right there in the back. Just tossing them. Not really caring how they land. Some other battery options are some AA nickel metal hydrides, something like this. So these are 2100 milliamp hour of capacity. There's a look at the back of the package. So these are going to be nice. They'll work very well in this system. These are perfect for your cameras, your microphones, game controllers, MP3 players, things like that. So these batteries are going to work great. Now if you look at the screen here, you can see that we have batteries charging, and I'll give you guys a close-up of that here in a second. So I have two different packs of these. We'll just open one of these packs. Get this knife, we'll just cut these bad boys open and we'll get them on the charger. We'll have plenty of batteries to charge here. So we're just gonna drop them right in the back. So just like this, we're just gonna drop them in there. Doesn't really matter how they go. You just put them in there, close the door. No problem. Look at that, that is just absolutely fantastic. So it's telling me that one of them's at 7%, the other one's at 3%. That is very cool. And then of course, if you have a battery that's bad or something, it'll kick it out in this little bin here. So if you got one that's old or doesn't want to work, and then the good ones that are charged, it'll just put them right here. AA bin on the bottom, AAA bin on the top. Another form of batteries that you could put are these AAAs. These are 950 milliamp hour nickel metal hydride batteries. And then here's a look at the back. All of these batteries that you're seeing right now in this video can be purchased on the OLIGHT website or through the app. And of course, I'll put links down below in the description box, so you guys don't have to worry about trying to find them. They're pretty easy to find. Let's go ahead and open this one up too. I know I put some AAAs in there earlier, and this might actually be the same batteries, or those might have had a higher capacity. I can't remember. So we'll just put these in. We'll open the door here. You can see the screen here, and I'll show it closer here in a second, that we have more batteries charging. It's really showing us a lot of information. So if we bring this up to the screen here, to the camera, take a look at that. It literally gives you the status of the batteries charging. Now I want to take a note here at something that's very interesting to me, and that is the side of this. You can pull this down and you have two charging ports. So if I take these arc felds, set one there, and you can see the red indicator, it's now charging right there. And then you'll wait for this other light right there. So I'm charging two arc felds at the same time as I'm charging these batteries. All of this charging is going on simultaneously. That is fantastic. This is a very nice unit. I'm charging two lights at 1 amp each, as well as batteries. That's very impressive. And here's a look at the operation from the side. You can see what it's doing. I like that it's clear. You know, it's kind of a gray, smoky, clear looking plastic. And you can see how the batteries just kind of align themselves, and then they fall into place to be charged when they're ready to hit their turn in the charging portion of the Ostation 2 Pro. I love that screen. You open the little doors, throw the batteries in. I think they really hit a home run with this unit. It's really nice. You are not limited to using only the OLIGHT batteries. If you got these other nickel metal hydrides, like these Energizers or these EBLs, you can put these in there too. Amazon Basics. All these batteries will fit in this charger, and they'll work no problem. In the event that you get something bad or something that's not compatible, it will discard the battery into this little bin here. So don't be afraid to throw batteries in there that are rechargeables, as long as they meet the chemical, so meaning nickel metal hydride or lithium. And just in case there's anybody out there curious how I'm running the Ostation 2 Pro, I got it plugged in right here into this power inverter, and that's how I'm powering this unit. Now here, for size comparison, I brought out the original Ostation X, and this thing still works absolutely fantastic. It only charged AA batteries. They did have a AAA version available as well, but look at the difference in size. And this new Ostation 2 Pro does both batteries. They really did up the ante with this new version. Obviously, it's charging 2 arc felds as well. So I really like what they did. They made a smaller unit that is more capable. And I think it's going to hit a massive audience, a massive target of consumers. The Ostation X was awesome. And when I was bringing it out, I think there was some batteries in the bad boy bin, one of these energizers. For some reason, it didn't like it. So, but this thing, we use it almost daily, and it works good. Never had a single issue. So I like what they have here. They have the elapsed time at the bottom, which shows the status of the batteries in percentage. It tells you at the top nickel metal hydride, and then over here it says 1.5 volts. If we hit the back button, we can go to the settings menu, and you have options there. And then if you want to hit the power button, you can just slide that and it'll turn the unit off, or you can cancel and go out of it. So it's very nice, the touch screen that you have on this unit. So this unit does have what they call an auto sleep mode. So if you don't have any batteries that are detected in the charging compartment, it'll actually it'll check it 3 times, and if it can't find any batteries in there, it'll put this thing into auto sleep mode. Now there are methods to wake it up, and the first one would be to tap the screen, so you can tap the touch screen. A second method to wake it up is to tap the turn on button on the OLIGHT app. And the third method of waking this thing up from auto sleep mode is if you activate the vibration sensing by loading some batteries or tapping the unit. So if you just kind of tap it, that'll help wake it up. Another thing that would cause the auto sleep mode to kick on is if the storage pickup compartments are overfilled. So if these are full, it will go into auto sleep mode. And to fix that, you just need to remove some of them batteries, and then it'll start working. The other thing that will cause it to go into auto sleep mode is if the invalid battery bin is full. That'll also do it. So if that happens, just take some of them batteries out and it will wake the unit back up. And of course, the maximum charging current that we get out of this unit per slot, if we're doing AAAs, we get 0.6 amps per slot, and on the AA's we get 1 amp per slot. That's wonderful. Man, we're getting closer. It's doing a good job. If we look at the side, you can see that one of the arc felds is finished. So charging is complete on this arc feld. This is really nice. So the other arc feld is finished. So we'll set it down. And you can also see that batteries are full. We're going to have all 4 of them in the bins here very soon. So it looks like the 2 AA's just finished, and now there's one in the bin. So that's cool. That one's done. Close the bin and wait for the other one to come down. And it looks like the second battery just fell. So very nice. And I can hear the machine working. Let's go ahead and test this battery. I've got an i5T here. Let's just put this in and take a look and see how it does in this flashlight. We got 2 more batteries that just started. There's low and there's high. So as you can see, that battery's working just fine. Let's take both of these batteries and put them in this i5T Plus. I want to see what it'll do with 2 of them. Now that I have 2 of them done. This i5T Plus is one of my favorite lights. Let's close it down. There's low and there's high. So as you can see, these lights work great. The batteries are working good. The charger is also working fantastic. And of course, now that the 2 arc felds are finished, I can just fold this up and get it out of the way, and we can focus on just these batteries from here on. We have AAA batteries that just finished, and they are currently moving their way down into the bin. So let's take a look and see. We have one. We're waiting on another one. So let's take this battery and let's try it on the i3T EOS. This is a good flashlight. I like this one too. AAA battery. Screw the tail cap switch on. There's low. And there's high. So as you can see, the flashlight is working great. This charger is fantastic, and the battery is on its way down in there, and as soon as it falls down into the bin, it's probably going to pick up other batteries for charging. And as you can see, we have two new AAAs charging, and we're just waiting on the second one to drop down into the bin. Now, as I'm filming this video, I wanted to let you know that there's actually two versions of the Ostation 2 that are currently available. The first one is the one that you're watching right now in this video, the Ostation 2 Pro. The second version is just the standard Ostation 2. Both of these chargers are absolutely fantastic. Another thing that I want to make note of is these small AA lithium ion batteries are the first batteries ever to have an onboard BMS on the battery itself. This is crazy, and the BMS on this battery is designed to communicate with the Ostation 2 and the Ostation 2 Pro for optimal performance and charging. Well folks, that's all I have for you today on this video, taking a look at this brand new OLIGHT Ostation 2 Pro. This thing is fantastic. Just to have the ability to charge everything that you see right here, as well as all these batteries. The fact that you can see the battery status in real time, I really like that. I like this unit. I think it's going to do a fantastic job. I want to say thank you guys for watching, and thank you to OLIGHT for sending this out for review. If this is something that you're interested in, I'll put a link to it down below in the description box. Please feel free to leave comments down below and let me know what your thoughts are on all of this. Like this video, share this video, and if you like the type of content that you see on this channel, please hit that subscribe button, choose all notifications, and until next time, have a beautiful day. We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now, everybody.